The AHS Drama Guild is performing a modernized version of Shakespeare's timeless classic, A Midsummer Night's Dream. They will be performing in the new AHS Auditorium on November 4th and 5th. Tickets can be purchased ahead of time using the link in the description below or at the doors. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Mr. Byrne, and I'm the director of Midsummer Night's Dream. Every 4 years, the Drama Guild does a production of Shakespeare. This year, it is A Midsummer Night's Dream. We have a cast of 28 students, and there are 20 students backstage.
So I'm playing Demetrius, and that's one of the 4 lovers, and he's supposed to marry Hermia, but Hermia doesn't want to marry him.
So I play Lysander, one of the lovers, which is a really fun thing to play because there's the character, and there's the character sort of when he gets magicked.
So I play Hermia, and Hermia is presented at the beginning of the play. She's the daughter of Egeus, who really wants her to marry Demetrius.
I play Helena. She's one of the lovers. She's very much desperately in love with Demetrius.
I play Egeus, which is Hermia's, it was originally supposed to be Hermia's dad, but we kind of redid it to be Hermia's mom, and so it's kind of like a dance mom, overprotective type, which is really fun.
We're gonna have an interesting take on some of the norms of the play, like the sets and like who plays whom.
So Demetrius is usually it's the very typical, he has a lot of privilege as a man, and he's the ideal candidate for Hermia to marry. And so it was a little confusing for me at first, because it's like a lot of heteronormativity, like why would her mom want her to marry me? But I kind of took it as finding like, where do women get their power from, which does just kind of vary.
I think we can approach this particular story in a different way because of where we are and who we are now. Gender presentation matters differently in our production because we think about gender presentation differently.
I play Puck, and Puck is a fairy, and he's Oberon's servant.
The role I play is Francis Flute, who also plays Thisbe within the show. I help with sets and a little bit of costumes.
So I'm the head stage manager, and I kind of do a little bit of everything.
I'm an assistant stage manager, and yeah, I just kind of do a lot of administrative things during the production of the show and then help out with backstage during it.
It's the first show in the theater, and I think Mr. Byrne wanted to make it really special.
I was never really a huge fan of Shakespeare, but I think this one might be an exception just because it's a comedy, it's whimsical, it's fun.
It's really cool how like jokes that were written like 400 years ago are still funny today.
It's a comedy, it's really funny, and I think it's one of the easier ones that like to understand, and everything about the show is amazing because all the actors are working very hard.
Everybody's extremely good at acting. Like, they're all so good. You can feel that where you are, where they are. It's so funny. And it's just an all-around really tight show. I'm excited for the costumes. I'm excited for the full set. It's just going to be amazing.
Midsummer Night's Dream can be a very romantic and serious piece, but our production is very whimsical and very silly.
Yeah, the community is just very supportive, very loving, and it's an amazing thing to be a part of.
Getting to put it on, each rehearsal feels really exciting because there's so much like whimsical elements to it because you have your fairies, and we're adding a lot of just new elements to it. I feel like I forget we're doing Shakespeare because it doesn't feel like outdated at all.
I've been doing theater with some of these people for 7 years now.
It's been really fun to like work with everyone as actors and get to know them as people. We do a lot of some cast bonding, which is like when we just hang out outside of rehearsal, get to know each other to like build our bond.
So my favorite line is Helena says to Hermia, though she be but little, she be fierce. And as a short person, that's a very touching line for me because I'm short, but also I think I can be like fierce and like powerful.
Use me as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow thee. what worse place can I beg in your love? And I think it kind of just shows her desperation and how crazy she is for Demetrius.
Where's Lysander and fair Hermia, the one I'll slay, the other slayeth me.
You have her mother's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry them?
I just think it's very unique, a unique version of the show, and I think it's a really important story, and I think that people will really enjoy it.